welcome back to my channel. On today's video I'll show you how I made this lovely 90s inspired bag. It is called a Baguette bag. I'll show you a video how I made a pattern for this bag and how I sewed this bag together. It took me about 3.5 hours to make this bag, and I used a black faux leather for my bag, a gold zip, and some lining inside with my logo on, and I added some gold detachable like fastening on with the faux leather strap which I made. And yeah, I hope you'll enjoy this video, and if you have any questions how I made this bag, please do ask on the comment box down below, and thank you for watching. I'm using A4 paper to make my bag pattern. The measurements for my bag pattern are 25 centimeters wide and 17 centimeters high. I'm cutting my pattern out of the paper, folding in half, measuring 2.5 centimeters for my bag top, and cutting that piece out so I have a nice and curved bag top. Also, I'm taking out 4 centimeters of each bag corner, so I have a nice and curved bag bottom corners. Also have marked bag center. Now I'm tracing my pattern on a faux leather fabric and adding 0.5 centimeters for the seam allowance. After I have cut 2 pieces out of the faux leather, I mark the center on each pattern. And now I'm cutting same size pattern pieces out of my lining fabric. Also, I'm marking the center of the bag. After I have cut 2 pieces out of my faux leather fabric and 2 pieces out of my lining fabric, I'm measuring my bag base pattern measurement, which is 23 inches long, and I'm cutting 23 inches long bag base pattern. I will add all of the measurements at the end of this video. Now I'm marking the bag base pattern center, which you can see there, and I'm cutting exactly the same piece out of my lining fabric. Now I'm measuring my fastening width, which is 1 inch wide, and I'm cutting 4-inch wide leather strip, so my bag strap can be folded 4 times and I have a nice and thick bag strap. Now I'm cutting 2 smaller strap patterns which I will be attaching to my bag top base, also folding 4 times so I have a nice thick straps. So here are all my bag pattern pieces: a long strap, 2 side straps, bag faux leather sides, 2 of them, and 2 lining sides, faux leather bag base and lining bag base. These are pattern pieces and measurements for my bag. So now sewing. First, I am sewing on my label on one of the lining sides. Now I am pinning both lining sides to bag lining base. I'm following my center pieces on the bag what I marked when I was making the bag button. After I have pinned both sides, I will be sewing each side of the lining. And here it is. The lining is finished. And now I'm gonna do false leather sides. I'm changing my leather needle and the leather foot so I can sew my leather base easily. First, I'm attaching the zip to the sides, right sides facing right sides. And sewing 2 straight lines to attach the zip to the leather buttons. After I have done that, I will be sewing the top stitch to make nicer finish on the top of the bag. After sewing a top stitch on the zip, I am attaching my bag base to my bag sides, and I'm matching all of the centers of the bag together on both sides so I have a nice and neat bag. And sewing those 2 pinned seams together. Now I am sewing the short 2 straps. I am folding them in 4 pleats and sewing both sides 1 millimeter off the edge on both straps. And now I'm securing the ring on short straps on both straps, like that. And now I will be attaching those 2 short straps to bag top base. On this side, I'm pulling through that bag short strap and sewing over the zip very carefully. And now on the other side, I'm sewing over the zip very carefully too. So after I have added both short straps on, I'm gonna snip each corner so when I turn around my bag, the bag bends better and the shape is more even. Here it is. And after I have sewed that, I'm gonna sew the bag longer strap. Also, I'm folding this in 4 pleats and sewing 1 millimeter on each side of both edges. And attaching the fastening to each side. And now I'm clipping on my strap to my shorter straps And now next point will be me attaching the lining to the bag. I am pinning the lining first to the bag very carefully to the zip. After I have pinned the lining on a bag, I will be hand stitching lining to the bag. After I have sewed the lining on a bag, I am turning the bag inside out and the bag is finished.